By the time I was a Lance Corporal, first year in the fleet or whatever, we're building up to deploy. So you got to do all these training things you get graded on. We drive these Humvees like an hour, 2 hours, whatever it was, to Fort Bragg, and we do this big fake war, and which it goes on for like a week, 10 days. And I was because I had a tow truck, not a tow truck like you would think, but a tube-launched optic-track wire command link guided missile truck for optics, not a tow. Beep, beep. Shit can't be parked here in the field, son.
We're moving it.
Like Army guys going, you can't take our, says no parking way up there in that tree.
Tow truck, what do you think it was going to
So anyway, we're on this tank trail or something, and I'm at this intersection, and, doing watch. We're there all fucking night, blah, 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 blah. And then over our radio, they call what's called index. Like, hey, it's the end of our war. We're done. Stand down, hang out, wait for orders on where to go. So I plop down in the ditch, and I've got like this bug net on. I'm cammied up, been out there for a long time. Weapons in my lap, and I lean back against a tree, and I see they're dropping guys. The 82nd Airborne, they're dropping these dudes. And, that goes on for a while, and then all of a sudden, down the road I'm watching, I see these this staggered platoon. Staggered meaning they're like this, going, like you do anybody staggered. You're always in staggered columns. They come down the road, and just because I had a tow gun truck, I should say, cat platoon Humvee, you're not mounted that often because it's kind of a wieldy. It's not always practical in every situation. So every Marine is a rifleman, every Marine. Then I was already been machine gun leaders course, and that's kind of what attracted me to it. You get to use everything. So we're in the field most of the time, and tactics, ambushes, how to supposedly beat an ambush. But if you're getting ambushed by anybody who's any good, it's going to be devastating. But anyway, I'm saying I know I went to SOI, all the things, so I know how guys should operate, and we also do the same things. And they come down this road. And when I saw them, what I didn't see was, hi, Andy, I got my rifle. Let's go kill. I'm just saying that perception that you get. What I saw were honed-in dudes and not one battle rattle. Nothing made any noise because dude, you will get crushed in the Marine Corps if somebody grabs you like that and they can hear your gear shake. Yeah. And they were moving at a great clip. And they were going down the road, and I was just looking at them, and some of them were looking at me, whatever, but they were focused on what they were doing. They looked fierce. They were doing a good job. And what I'm saying is that it made me proud. You're talking about the biggest fighting force in the land. Marine Corps is very small, man. Yeah. And so to see Army guys doing the real deal, like they were conducting themselves like soldiers, and I had never seen that. And that's before any deployments. And I'd seen this in training. I'm like, these fucking cats look squared away. They're doing what we would do. Yeah. And then I can hear the noise of another truck coming, and they do exactly what we do. When you're going down a road and you hear noise, no hesitation. You don't need a signal. Everyone just goes into the woods and keeps going the same general direction unless each side calls a halt, and you're going to see what the hell's coming down the road. Well, they got into the woods, and I'm saying they didn't make any noise, and they did it perfectly tactically, just like we would have done. And I'm just saying that I appreciated that. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Those fucking cats look good. And except for that wimpy lieutenant that walks by my Humvee and he throws something in there, and I'm like, ooh. And I know what he threw in there. So I go and look at it, and it's a Marine Corps cover that somebody folded up and put in their pocket. Yeah. And, of course, what I thought is, sir, are you telling me I can't go out here and find some fucking Army trash laying around anywhere? I already have, but I didn't save it for a special occasion to give back to you. You stupid fucking queer. God, what a bitch. But anyway, he did his little thing. And then after that, I've never had any problem with Army guys. They were awesome. But I was mostly around the 82nd and the Rangers. Yeah. What's the 101st? The Screaming Eagles. And then in North Africa, I believe... Somebody will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but that's 5th Special Forces Group. Those guys do North Africa, Middle East, and stuff like that, I think. Because I was in North Africa on this live operation, and then everything was done, and apparently we were just making sure that these guys didn't get someone sneaking up on them while they were doing their operation. I'm like, oh, we're done? like, and Fifth Special Forces group, like, good job. Like, I didn't fucking do anything. First time. I was like, I'm ready to fucking. But anyway, that was my whole point. Wasn't like, oh my God, these guys are. It was just that it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
That I saw that, because I had never seen that. That's all.
Yeah.
And a lot of Marines haven't. And until you deploy and you come across all kinds of guys.
You get a better appreciation for just how dominant the home team is.
Yeah, they're like, that's who I want on my side right there. Look at these guys.
Yeah.